PGA Tour golfer Russell Henley just wrapped up his second round at the Travelers Championship, and he's on now to give us, a look into the course and the competition. And of course, I got some music questions for him at the end. Russell, thanks for hopping on with us, man. Fresh off the course, you're at 4 under. So talk to me as athletes here, man. What's your initial reaction to how you played just now and how you navigated the course? On TV, it looks pretty windy out there.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing today is the wind. I felt like I hit the ball great all day. Got off to a really solid start, couple good up and downs, couple good pars on the tough par three, number five, and just kind of felt like the round was flowing nicely, and it was just tricky. I had a couple holes on the back nine where I had a wedge in, but we were just like right in between clubs, and one time we thought it was downwind, and it turned out to be into the wind, and it just it was tricky. And so just staying patient, trying to execute and just hit quality shots was kind of the name of the game today. But I'm pretty happy with 2 under par. I mean, I feel like it was very gusty and tricky, and this place can be tricky when it's like
Well, I
that.
know you guys, you get out there, a couple days before the rounds or the competition, and you practice. You
Right.
kind of, you do your due diligence. But when you come in and it's windy, how does that throw you off of your game?
Yeah, well, definitely we didn't have 30-mile-an-hour winds, in the practice rounds. And so you kind of see that in the forecast that it's going to be coming, it's going to be gusty, and you kind of just have to adapt. That's kind of what we have to do on the fly. And I think that that's one of the hardest parts about pro golf.
When we're talking about the weather when it comes to golf, we got a nice little like in-house bet here on the answer. When you have to battle Mother Nature and the weather, which bad weather would you rather deal with? Rain, wind, or extreme heat?
Um, I can't stand the umbrella. Although I played pretty decent in the rain. I have had some good rounds in the rain, not always, but I would prefer to deal with the wind. I cannot stand doing the back and forth with the caddy with the umbrella.
Our intern won that one. He said the wind. I don't like the umbrellas either. Only umbrellas I like are the little ones in my drinks on the weekends.
Yeah.
I was talking to some of the people while I was getting ready for this interview, and they're talking about how the Travelers Championship has this great experience when it comes to the players and the fans. Can you kind of talk about that player and fan experience at the Travelers Championship compared to some of the other tour events?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say all around the Travelers is the best. I mean, they treat the families, the players, the fans 10 out of 10. I mean, every my family gets so excited to come to this tournament. I get so excited to come to this tournament, and there's a lot of opportunity for the fans to kind of interact, and a lot of different spots on the golf course, a lot of different spots before and after the rounds where fans can interact with their favorite players, and it's just a positive environment here. And I played here a bunch of times. I actually don't even know how many times I've played. This is my 13th season on tour, and this is one of my favorite tournaments, and I feel like every year it just gets a little bit better.
13 seasons on the tour, you're a fan favorite, and there are a lot of fans out there who think that you're not getting talked about enough or you're not getting the TV coverage that you deserve. Have you ever kind of like sat and thought about that? Like, do you want to be one of the faces of the tour?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I mean, you know, I I feel like it's a little bit of a distraction to let myself think about it too much. I really just want to do my job really well, and I have a really great support cast around me. I play on the best tour in the world, and there's just a lot to be thankful for. And you know, I don't know. It's one of those things where I kind of feel like I have a lot of I still want to it's a lot of tournaments I want to win. I want to contend. I feel like I have some good years in front of me, and I'm just really trying to focus on that. But yeah, I've thought about it a little bit, and I try not to think about things that aren't going to help me.
Athlete mentality, control what we can control, and don't worry, I'm gonna make sure you get the coverage that you deserve, sir. All right, let's have. I got a couple fun questions for you to put you on the spot because I read that you love music, you play the guitar. Let's lighten this thing up a little bit. What's the song you listen to most today before you're around?
Mm. Oh man, this last week I was listening to this song called Psalm 42 by Shane and Shane. I thought that was a really awesome song. They got really cool voices, a lot of harmony and all of their music. And um, I've been a country kind of guy before, and I like a lot of the country. I don't some of the pop country stuff I'm not as big of a fan of, but used to listen to like Jason Aldean, and when Darius Rucker had some stuff come out, I liked his stuff. It was kind of positive and happy, and listen to a lot of kids music now too. Now that I have 7, 6, and 3-year-olds.
All right, I got a 2-year-old, man, and I'm not into the kids' music, but I've seen The Secret Lives of Pets more than
Yeah,
any other movie, grown-up movie I think I've ever seen in my
yeah,
life. So I'm with you. Let's
I
say
know
the
the
tour.
feeling.
Let's say the tour allowed golfers to have a walk-up song like baseball players. What would be your walk-up song to the tee?
Probably, I would think some sort of Foo Fighter song. I love some Dave Grohl. If I'm gonna get hyped up or something, maybe The Pretender or something like that by the Foo Fighters. I'm a big Dave Grohl guy. That would get me pumped up.
If and when you win this tournament, what's going to be your turn up and celebration song?
Oh, I'm going to Charleston Sunday night. We got a wedding over there. My wife and I are going to. So maybe something by Darius Rucker because that's where he's from.
All right, straight from the course to a wedding. I look the balance, man, the balance.
Yeah,
Last
the
question.
balance.
Last question. Which musician or music artist would you want to play a round of golf with, and why?
Oh man. Um, Probably Anthony Kiedis, Red Hot Chili Peppers singer. I just feel like they've been, one of the best bands in the world for seems like 30 years, and they keep coming out with new music. And I've been to a few of their shows, and I just think it would be really cool to kind of pick his brain on what life has been like as a lead singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right, Russell. All right, you can. I will pass you the aux any day if we were in a car ride, man. I'll let you control the music, bro. You passed the test. Hey, I'm gonna let you go, man. Good luck with the rest of the tournament, and we appreciate you coming on with us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.